you tell I'm in denial?
You can't stay at the top forever.
I was also very surprised when I looked at my phone and saw Joe Girardi dismissed.
Well, I think mine were with common sense.
I think now belongs in the all-time greats top 10.
Boston, I really think only got to this point because of a guy named Chris Middleton being out for the Bucks.
That power play just was unbearable. It was humming.
Man, am I happy. I knew that this was going to happen. I knew he was going to come back.
When I think of New York Yankees now, it's Judge. Probably people in the past when Jeter was coming up.
I would be shocked. A little bit hurt.
Hey, this is Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, TexasFootball.com, and Valley Sports Southwest. You are listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NBA Opinions of the Week. Today we are reviewing the season predictions that we made a while ago. This doesn't count, but I did get the Nuggets. But the man that won this challenge with his accuracy with the numbers and teams, Austin.
Yeah, I'm a little proud of myself. It is very impressive that you got the Nuggets right. So I think it goes both ways. You were impressive in the playoffs, but season predictions is more based on regular season.
Yes. It's just a little fun fact there for all the historians out there for Outsiders Opinions. But yeah, you should be impressed. It's impressive. You did really well in the East. I did not do well in the East. West, I had a few failings, but some of those failings we share. So I'll let you choose which one we want to review.
Let's start with the West. And one thing I want to mention, both of us got our favorite teams wrong. I think both of us had the Wizards making the playoffs, and both of us had the Mavs making the playoffs, and neither team did.
RIP. We'll see for next year, though. But yeah, that's very true. And let's go over the scoring. I'll let you do that.
So for the scoring is +3, or what? Okay, I'll restart. If you got them in the playoffs correctly or out of the playoffs correctly, you get a point. If you got that wrong, you get -1. But you get +2 if they're in the right spot. And obviously, if you get the right spot, you're going to automatically get playoffs right. So you get basically +3 for right spot, +1 for just right playoffs or not playoffs, and -1 if you got that wrong. So, for example, I'll just name a random team. Oh, I'll just do the Wizards. I had the Wizards at 8. They did not end up at 8, and they did not make the playoffs. So I got -1 for them. But we can start with the West.
Yes. All right. So do you just want to go straight through it, or let's do? How about we do the teams we got right, or no? Let's just go all the way through it.
We can do playoffs. You do playoffs. I'll do playoffs, and then I'll do bottom half, and then you do bottom half.
Okay.
So you do 1 through 8. I'll do 1 through 8, and then I'll do 9 through 15, and then you'll do 9 through 15.
Okay, sounds good. And these are our rankings. We'll let you know what points we got, what actually happened afterward, and then we'll talk about some big surprises. So number 1, I had the Nuggets, and I got +3 for that. I got +1 for the Warriors at 2, +1 for the Clippers at 3, -1 for the Mavs at 4, +1 for the Grizzlies at 5, +1 for the Suns at 6. +1 for the Timberwolves at 7, -1 for the Pelicans at 8, +1 in the Blazers at 9, that's it. My bad.
At 1, I had the Clippers, which is +1. T-Wolves at 2, +1. Nuggets at 3, +1. Mavs at 4, -1. Warriors at 5, +1. Suns at 6, +1. Lakers at 7, +3. Pelicans at 8, -1.
Okay. And then you can start with your 9 through 15.
So at 9, I had the Grizzlies, which is -1. I had the Blazers at 10, which is +1. Kings at 11, which is -1. Spurs at 12, which is +1. Jazz at 13, which is +1. Rockets at 14, which is +3. And Thunder at 15, which is +1. I'm not necessarily happy about the Thunder pick, but at least they still missed the playoffs.
Yeah. I get that. My 9, like I said, Trailblazers +1, Lakers -1, Kings -1, Thunder +1, Rockets +1, Spurs +1, Jazz +1. So yeah.
Okay.
We both had the Kings in the same spot, and we were both wrong on that. And we had the Mavs at 4, which is crazy.
Yeah, Man, that was extremely disappointing to see.
All right. Let's get into. And you got -1 for the Warriors. T-Wolves at 2, right?
No, they were the 8th seed.
Oh, dang, that's so annoying. They were the 8th seed, man. Timberwolves.
Yeah, they lost to the Nuggets in the first round.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Man, it feels like so long ago. But yeah, so let's get to the East. I'll let you do your 1 through 8, and then I'll do my 1 through 8, and then 9 through 15.
Okay. My 1 through 8. So I had the Bucks at 1, which is +3. The Heat at 2, which is +1. The Sixers at 3, which is +3. The Nets at 4, which is +1. The Cavs at 5, which is +1. The Celtics at 6, which is +1. The Bulls and Wizards 7, 8, both -1. Raptors at 9, which is +3. Hawks at 10, which is -1. Pistons at 11, which is plus what?
You're
Oh
at
wait,
10.
sorry, I went all the way down.
Yeah, no, you're
my
good.
bad.
Once you get on a roll, it's tough. So it's
Yeah, I
good.
know. I was locked in.
We're locked in. So 1 Bucks +3, Sixers at 2 +1, Heat at 3 +1, Bulls -1 for being at 4, Celtics 5 +1, Raptors at 6 -1, Wizards at 7 -1, Cavs at 8 +1, and then I'm going to my 9 -1, Hawks -1, Pistons +1, Knicks -1, Hornets +1, Magic +1, Pacers +1.
Okay, well, we can finish this off here. I had like I said, the Raptors at 9, which is +3. The Hawks at 10, which is -1. The Pistons at 11, which is +1. The Hornets at 12, which is +1. The Magic at 13, which is +1. The Pacers at 14, which is +1. And then the Knicks, another playoff team, -1 there. Them getting the 5 seed is extremely impressive, and I definitely doubted them all year.
Oh yeah, I doubted them all year too. I didn't really believe it, so that's one. Cavs, I had an 8, but still they were higher. They were finished at 4. Bulls, man, that one's just bad. Raptors and Wizards, they have talent, it just didn't come together.
Yeah, I get that. I injuries was really the death of the Wizards, and that it's sad to see, but it's the truth.
Yeah, and then the Mavericks on the West, that was just the trading, the Christian Wood not working. Yeah, so that big trade really altered it. Trailblazers, I got that one right. It just seems like they miss it. Pelicans, I'm surprised didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, injuries plagued their season as well.
But yeah, overall, not too bad. My East, it was just I bought into some teams, and some other teams played well that I didn't buy into.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, anything else you want to say before we go?
Nope.
All right, that's what we got. Let us know what you think of the season predictions, and we appreciate you for following along, and thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.